Welcome to Free to Cook. In this episode we're cooking a red wine reduction sauce. This rich, delicious sauce goes with any red meat, especially steak. I'll just let you know this will take about an hour and a half to make, but it's so worth it. So you want about a handful of steak trimmings. You want to chop that up until you have a rough mince consistency. Peel and dice 1 brown onion. Doesn't have to be perfect. The general rule of thumb is you preheat your pans. In this recipe, you want to add the meat trimmings to the pan cold and then place it over the heat at a medium heat because you want to render out that fat but not burn it. Cook the meat trimmings until they begin to brown, then add your onions and some salt. Cook off the onions, adjusting the heat so the trimmings and the onions don't burn. Now that the trimmings are becoming crispy and browned off, you want to add some red wine. Cook down the wine until there's hardly any liquid left in the pan. It will take a while, so don't walk away because you don't want to burn it. Make sure to stir it every now and again. Once the wine has reduced to a point where there's hardly any liquid left, add your chicken stock. Bring it to a simmer and lower the temp so it slowly reduces. This can take up to an hour to an hour and a half. This sauce is all about patience. Make sure to stir it occasionally just to make sure nothing's sticking to the pan. Once the stock's reduced by about half, it's ready to strain. Next up, use a strainer to separate the onions and the trimmings from the liquid and make sure you press out every last drop. I bet you this is everybody's least favourite step of any recipe. Next, skim the fat off the top of the liquid. At this point you can keep this in the fridge for a couple of days if you want to prepare the sauce ahead of time. To finish off the sauce, add the liquid back to a pan and bring it up to heat. Let it reduce until it's perfectly thickened up. Turn off the heat and stir in a couple knobs of butter. This will help give the sauce a nice shiny texture. After you've mixed it in, you should have a nice rich sauce. I cooked this steak and the roast potatoes for another video, which you should check out. There you have it, a nice, rich, delicious red wine reduction sauce that will take your meat to the next level. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook, check us out on Instagram, and if you've got any recipe suggestions, leave them in the comments.